What's up, YouTube? We back at it again with another reaction video. This video, watching Disturbing Things Around the Internet, Volume 13, you know what I'm saying? We skipping ahead, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all like these videos, you know what I'm saying, maybe push out more, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all sub to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit your boy on all platforms, social media, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Kick, all of that. YSDAGAMER, you know what I'm saying? Let's get lit on gang. Nixo with love. Disturbing Things Are From Around the Internet, Volume 13. Autophobia. Oh shit. Hey, before that, this birthday picture popped up. That shit like that shit from the back room, whatever they call it, that little game, you know what I'm saying? Or that little video that one had, you know what I'm saying? That back room shit, you know what I'm saying? If you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
What do you do when you find yourself staring into a space? Empty, yet terrifying.
These rooms look scary as fuck.
It's a phenomenon that's gained widespread attention in the past couple years due to the nature of our ever-evolving world. Things are changing, closing, being forgotten, and in their wake are derelict spaces that evoke a nostalgic comfort.
I ain't gonna lie, the fun shit back in the day, it's closing, you know what I'm saying? Like all the shit we used to do, like go to the mall and all that, you know what I'm saying, chill, go to like little arcades and shit like that, that shit being closed. Toys R Us closed down, you know what I'm saying? It is right on that. A lot of shit that was back in the day is closing down, you know what I'm saying? It's all memories in the back of our head, you know what I'm saying? We used to do this and do that. Now, you know what I'm saying? We can't even bring our kids up to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yet our brains seem to strangely reject them. We feel like we've been there.
These places
we associate memories with images that we've never before seen. And for some reason, we become stuck in this trance of eerie fascination. This sensation is caused by liminality, a term deriving from the word liminal, meaning something that's occupying a position at, or on both sides of, a boundary or threshold, something that is within transition. With widespread interest catalyzed by subreddits, forums, and social media, the internet has served as a vehicle for sharing pictures of liminal spaces with others. This has effectively paved the path for various forms of media and online storytelling to capitalize on it, resulting in a myriad of personal stories, creepypastas, and indie games to play on the uncanniness that comes with them. Contrary to this relatively recent rise in online popularity though, liminal spaces are nothing new. In fact, the concept of liminality has always existed among us. We've just never really noticed it.
These in video games or something? I ain't never played these type of games.
What is it about source maps that unnerve us? Is it the feeling of loneliness? The emptiness that comes with the very purpose of a landscape? Or is it perhaps the fact that we can hear the sounds of other humans carrying out their lives in the distance, yet in our eyes, we're the only ones here? It's a funny feeling that, a feeling of confused anticipation as we await people that will never come. Contrary to the evidence around us, buildings, furniture within a cozy apartment, beer in the fridge. Nobody ever will. Throughout the late 90s and into the 2000s, video games were playing on the trope of liminal spaces without even knowing it. Garry's Mod and Silent Hill are two that come to mind immediately, and while Gmod was more of an accidental case, Silent Hill was a bit more on the nose. Everything about it is interwoven with the very fabric of what makes liminal spaces so creepy to us. Isolation is always the forefront, with the player being left to explore a town that is years past its time. Hospitals, foggy streets, a theme park, a subway system, and even an apartment that you're unable to leave. Every single game is stuck in a bizarre state of transition. Nothing is bustling and alive anymore, but you sure as hell aren't in this place alone.
Hey, who are you not with? Shit.
No Players Online is a 2019 indie horror game that takes this notion and cranks it up to 10. Everything about it is liminal. We expect the game to be littered with other players. We have the overwhelming sentiment that the space we're currently exploring was, at one time, the home to thousands of multiplayer matches. Yet, we're alone. No players are online, but us. And I think this is where most of the lingering dread of a liminal space stems from. The anticipation, the expectation that someone else should be around, as is life. Yet there isn't. It's the foundational rejection of loneliness that's hardwired into our brains. And when this loneliness is portrayed through art and even photos of reality.
I got one question. What is that black thing like it's like right there, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
That is where the uncanniness sets in. You know, autophobia is something inexplicably and terrifyingly unique, and you never really know it until you're in it. At school after hours, at a hotel pool when no one's around, the very last one in a shopping mall. There are so many cases for situations like this, and the beauty of the internet is that we're able to share pictures and stories of spaces that terrify us together. Whether it's through gaming or reality, liminal spaces and their play on our natural fear of loneliness are terrifying, and regardless if we ever figure out why they're so eerie, it's irrefutable that they'll always persist in the dark depths of the internet.
Oh, I see.
There's something of a reminder, a memento, a lens into a world that is and will always be
pictures that's been
nothing but a burning,
real life,
fading, and ever so distant memory.
The fuck is that?
It's late at night. You're cozied up in your room watching creepy YouTube videos.
Shit, no, the fuck.
There are seemingly endless, but there is one channel that I'd like to highlight tonight.
Yeah.
It's called Florescita Dreams, and at first glance of their channel, we can notice the absurdity with their thumbnails. Their content is just as cryptic and heavily resembles various ARGs that we've encountered in videos past. It's in Spanish, but that doesn't discount how strange it is. At the end of the day, though, you might be wondering, why are we talking about this tonight?
Exactly.
In the midst of scouring for topics to cover, I was sent an email by a person named Joshua. A link to this channel and their explanation of it states the following. After Spanish cartoons broadcasted in Mexico, there used to be a PSA showing missing people with their pictures and info on their last known whereabouts. One girl that showed up consistently was named Selene Delgado, and her only picture was of very poor quality, eerie, and her features were very vague. The actual video is in Spanish, but from what I understand, they suggest that she doesn't actually exist and was artificially made specifically to appear unsettling so people would better remember the broadcast.
Damn. But why the fuck
Interesting.
would y'all do that?
The video in question was uploaded on September 2nd of this year and is titled Cinética del Patrón, Selene Delgado. Let's have a look.
Evento. Selene Delgado. Selene Delgado es un patrón de rostros artificiales. Los rostros son construidos artificialmente y simulan ser caras humanas, para generar emociones deseando generar estímulos supernormales.
The fuck is this shit? That's a cat.
Alright, it seems bizarre, but they're onto something. At the beginning of the video, Floresita seems to assert the hypothesis that the face of a woman named Selene Delgado, quote, kinetically fits non-human, AI-generated faces using the constant tau. They go forth to explain the uncanny valley and how facial reconstructions cause uneasiness in those that encounter them. Following this, they superimpose various faces with the resulting images off to the right, and among these, Selene's face is shown mashed up with various others. They display a few examples that are, admittedly, eerie, and ultimately argue that the identity of this Selene Delgado is, as Joshua stated, artificial. Now, this is a lot to unpack, but considering that it's something that we haven't looked into prior, I found it worth considering. So, who is Selene Delgado, and how did she become wrapped up in this eerie shroud of urban legend? Throughout the 1990s, there was a TV segment run on Channel 5 in Mexico named Servicio de la Comunidad, or Channel 5 Community Service. As Joshua stated, it was a TV spot that ran between children's cartoons in hopes of spreading the word about various missing persons. The segments, contrary to what we're going to discuss later tonight, actually contain voiceovers giving various details and last locations of missing persons, and at first glance, these are mostly tame. When you really look into it though, the eerie nature of these TV spots stems from when you consider how Channel 5 handled the case of just one person, Selene Delgado. Over the years, her face would reportedly pop up in nearly every Servicio de la Comunidad segment, utilizing this exact same low-quality photo. There were times where they give a bit of background info about her, like the fact that she went missing on April 22nd and was just 18 years old.
Selene Delgado Lopez, de 18 años, se extravió el 22 de abril en la delegación Álvaro Obregón.
But what cemented her case into the minds of thousands of people came nearly 30 years later.
Time for lunch.
What the fuck?
Lunch. Time for a munch. Crunch, crunch.
Oh, hell no.
It goes without saying that the videos you're currently viewing are very obviously works of fiction. They were
I hope they were fiction. I hope that shit was not real, cause whatever that, hell no.
part of a stunt pulled by Channel 5 on their official Twitter page throughout 2019 and 2020. During this time, they were known to upload obscure, eerie videos to their account, only to delete them just hours later. It was an antic that ultimately catalyzed their rise to the Twitter trending page on numerous occasions, and also drives home the point that this real-world TV channel is not above messing with you. In the midst of these posts though, came one that involved a familiar name. This one. Posted after midnight on the 20th of February 2020, we can clearly make out the name Selene. Given that she was what many presumed to be an actual missing person that was constantly broadcasted on a kids channel over the span of years, it gave birth to a new sort of urban legend that the Floresita Dreams channel was entertaining. The hypothesis that this person is potentially not real. The major argument stems from her missing photo. Many have stated online that it appears common, basic, and fake. This, combined with the lack of any online record that has ever been found about her, has led to a breeding ground of online hearsay, creepypastas, and hoax videos to command the conversation about her.
Hey, somebody in the comments, let me know if y'all find any information about that girl. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Selene Delgado. Selene Delgado. You know what I'm saying? So anybody in the chat that look her up, you know what I'm saying, find anything, you know what I'm saying, let me know. Cause I wanna know if she real or not. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We gonna find out. Whoa. That bitch look ugly.
Now, when I stumbled upon this video in my research, I, among many others, had initially assumed that this footage was real. Keeping in mind the other hoaxes and pranks that Channel 5 has played on its viewers, combined with the unconventional nature of these broadcasts being played on a kids channel, I didn't doubt that they'd pull a prank like this to make her name stick with you. Ultimately though, as is the case with many works of media online, this too was a hoax. But that doesn't discount the weirdness of this story. The way that Channel 5 has and is handling her name makes it seem like she's nothing but a tall tale. And unfortunately, given the nature of the internet, many have run with this notion. Regarding the real case of Selene Delgado, unfortunately nothing has ever come of it. She has, as far as anyone knows, never been found, and her case has sat that way for decades. Personally, I think Selene Delgado, contrary to the rumors online, is indeed a real person. The argument presented about her having a fake face just doesn't seem plausible. Her image is low quality because it was the 90s. Her record likely did exist, but was never digitized. The uncanniness of this image would be exponentially higher if this actually were fake. And it just doesn't make sense for a channel to slip a random fake person in their broadcast that would most likely never have been noticed back then. To me, Selene Delgado was a real person. A real person with a story that likely never received any sort of closure. And a person that is now forever wrapped up in the realm of urban legend. But of course, that's just my conjecture.
Oh shit, here we go with tornadoes. Oh my god, I do not want to be caught up in no type of mess with a tornado. Don't put me in no tornado at all. At all.
From the span of April 8th
evacuating
to April 9th,
ASAP.
2015,
You would not
a
catch me in a tornado.
superstorm would wreak havoc on much of the central United States. 27 tornadoes ranging from EF0 to EF4.
Damn, 27 tornadoes? Is that happening at 1 year, or is that happening at one time? If that happened at one time, that's even crazier. Okay.
Would touch down within the span of just 36 hours, resulting in immense damage.
Well, that man confirmed it for me. That man confirmed it. 27 tornadoes hit in consecutive 36 hours throughout Kansas. God. Pray for Kansas that year. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Devastation throughout Kansas, Missouri, Texas,
Oh shit.
Oklahoma, and Illinois. While most of them are rated as an EF1 or lower, by far the most destructive would impact a small rural town named Fairdale. Reaching wind speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, this 41-minute storm surge would ultimately become infamous as one of the worst natural disasters to impact the region in nearly 25 years.
Pray for all them people out there, man. Damn. They better get somewhere safe. Quit trying to film. Oh, and I be trying to film. I be evacuate. I be in my car trying to go somewhere quickly. And y'all watching this shit? It's tripping. Look at you. You just broadcasting a tornado. And that thing probably coming directly for you. Not for you, but toward you. Man, you got dumbass people driving towards the tornado. Like, why the...
On the evening of April 9th, an 85-year-old man named Clarence Schultz had just wrapped up dinner with his wife, Geraldine. He was in the other room getting cleaned up when she suddenly called him back into the kitchen. "Look out the window," she claims. And when he does, Clarence would come face to face with a scene straight out of a nightmare. Immediately, he heads upstairs to grab supplies while she stays behind, and while up there, he pulls out his cell phone to take a quick video. What he was unaware of, though, was that while taking this footage, the tornado wasn't heading away, but rather straight towards them.
Damn. And he didn't know that? And this man was back just filming? Terrified. I'd be praying to God so much. Hey God, please save me. Man, this man just filming it like a dummy. Rest in peace. Damn. Damn.
Clarence Schultz didn't make it back to his wife, but thankfully, he did make it out of this alive.
Oh, he did make it alive.
Geraldine, however, wasn't quite so lucky.
Who's Geraldine?
In the moments following the video, the storm destroyed the Schultz home, and Clarence resultingly found himself caught in a pile of rubble.
Damn.
All of a sudden, it kind of got quiet, he recalls. "I asked myself, are you dead? No, you can't hurt when you're dead. And I hurt."
Damn.
Geraldine Schultz was one of 2 deaths and 11 injuries that were caused by the events from April 9th.
Damn. Rest in
The
peace,
other,
her.
their neighbor and longtime friend named Jacqueline Cloza.
Damn.
Cloza reportedly had a massive fear of spiders, which her daughter claims is why she didn't seek refuge in her own basement.
Damn. Woman, you
In
had
total,
to-
over $19 million in
I would've
damages
grabbed
were
my
reported,
gun.
and the aftermath footage embodies the devastation that was left
Put it
behind.
down there, you know what I'm saying? Granny, come on. Bring your ass
Thankfully,
on.
the
Granny,
storm
come
of
on.
this
Quit
magnitude
playing.
hasn't struck the area
Fuck,
since
you worry
then.
about spiders.
And
I
after
kill
a
a spider
grueling
for you, you know what I'm
years-long
saying?
recovery effort,
bring
life in
your ass
Fairdale
home.
is mostly back to normal today.
But
For the
damn.
residents of this small town, though, the scars from that night will remain everlasting.
Sheesh.
While the incident in Fairdale is just one of hundreds of natural
I done packed
disasters
my
that have
shit up
happened over the
now.
years,
Well,
the resident stories
whatever I
and
had
the
left,
media
you know
that
what I'm saying?
accompany
After I
them
survived that
paint
shit,
a picture that is
packed it up
humbling.
and gone.
It takes you,
You know what I'm
there
saying?
in a way,
Out of there, you know what I'm
conveying the
saying?
tragedy that nobody could have predicted. Today, Fairdale stands strong. They are a community that
Sheesh.
banded together, and while a similar storm hasn't happened since then, they remain vigilant in case something like this ever happens
God.
again.
And my man was just sitting on that recording. That's crazy.
911, what are you reporting?
Yeah, my house is getting robbed right now.
Whoa. Home invasion, number 5.
On December 1st, 2019, in Michigan, a man named Christopher Neal, his wife Haley Coe, and their 2-year-old daughter Charlotte were watching TV at home. The family had just moved here from North Texas, so they were still getting settled in. All things considered, the night was going okay, and nothing was out of the ordinary.
Okay.
At around 10 p.m., the three hear a loud noise at the front of the house. It sounds like an intruder, and so Chris heads to investigate while Haley stays behind to call 911. It was at this point when Chris would encounter an unknown man standing near his front door, and immediately, he too calls the authorities.
Facts.
The following audio takes place the moment the call center answered.
Supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have that clack.
911.
You know what I'm saying? That door
Location
like
of your
that.
emergency.
Come on in here. Come on in here.
There's
So we
a
do
man in
it.
my house right now.
What is? Hold on. Stop for a second.
Whoa, there's a man in my house.
I need you to give me your address, sir.
6300 Proctor Avenue.
Is that a house or an apartment?
House at the end of the street. Why are you in my house, bro? Tell me to talk to us. She's on speakerphone. Why are you in my house, though?
Sir, how many other people are in your house?
It's me, my wife, and our daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She's 2.
2? Okay. Do you have any idea who he is?
We do go. No. Let my wife talk to you.
Okay. I'm not gonna harm you guys. All right, I promise. Shake my hand. 140 Jones. You can go. I'm not gonna harm you.
Where is William at right now?
He's standing next to me in my hallway.
Okay, are we still on speakerphone?
We still are. He's right here.
Okay. William!
Yes, ma'am.
William, okay. Can Christopher and his wife and daughter step outside?
No. Yeah, I'm not.
No.
Ma'am,
What?
This man said no.
They're safe?
they're safe.
Is you
They're not
tripping?
right here with me.
What are you doing in their house?
Yeah, exactly. My nigga,
told
what
you
the
they're
fuck is you doing in that
Where
crib?
was shots fired at?
Going on, Old 37, or Old Kentucky, I'm about.
You don't even know where to shoot now.
Step in here with me, man.
No, I ain't going
You're
anywhere.
going there with me, man.
Bro,
Turn the light on, please.
William!
Turn the light on.
William!
Yes, ma'am.
What are you trying to have them do?
He's coming in the room with me, that's it.
Why is he going in the room with you?
why are you locking that door? Don't lock that door, bro.
You all right, man. I just gave you my word, man. You straight.
I get what you're saying, but you got 2 guns, bro.
You're
You
safe.
got 2 guns?
Exactly. I would have been. I ain't gonna lie.
William!
Get in my house, man.
I'm sorry, man.
William, listen to me!
Why are you here in the first place?
William, can you listen to me?
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to put those guns down because I've got officers that want to help you. I have officers that want to help you and keep you safe. So I need you to put those guns down.
Who are you, man?
I'm 911. I've got help for you. I need you to put those guns down so that they can get you the help that you need.
I want police here so I can get you safe.
The police are there, William. The police are there.
No, they're not.
They are there.
No, they're not.
They're there. I've got a lot of deputies there.
Look, man, listen. I'm not harming you, I promise. My word. My life just got threatened, man.
I can hear you, bro.
You understand?
I hear you.
It got threatened last night.
Okay, I get you, bro.
I'm not harming you, or your children, or your wife.
This shit getting crazy, y'all.
William.
Yes.
Hey, this is Joe from the Sheriff's Department. How are you, man?
Glad your bad underneath the door. Don't come through that door.
Okay. We're not going to come through the door, man, but I just want to talk to you and find out what's going on.
Don't come through that door. Slide your bad underneath that door, man.
But why?
Well, I'm not even...
Why do you want him to slide the badge though? You know what I'm saying? You on the phone with the fucking officer. Why the fuck are you gonna slide the badge for? Nigga still got a gun. Still gonna shoot your ass when you step outside, nigga. You got 2 guns.
Get up by the door,
Stupid
man. I'm
ass.
outside the house. Way outside the house.
Stop playing games with me, man.
Stop playing what games, nigga?
What's got you all worked up today, man?
I'm go.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Christopher?
No, Christopher's dead.
What the fuck?
Contrary to the man's claim, Chris wasn't dead the moment he said it. Minutes later, though, he would be.
Damn.
After
that
hearing the
shit
gunfire,
crazy.
police forced their way into the home. During their advancement, 3 officers were shot and would sustain non-life-threatening wounds.
Hey, what's your name, man? Hey, this is Joe out here, okay? Man, we don't want anything bad to happen. We're not gonna hurt you.
Listen to me, please. Go home. Slide your bag before you reach the door.
Say that again, man?
Once they charged towards the bedroom that Jones was hiding out in, they'd encounter Neil lying on the floor with the bedroom window ajar. Outside of it was Jones trying to flee. However, his efforts were in vain. William Jones ultimately faced 19 felony charges and was accused of killing Christopher Neal and wounding 3 officers.
Well, why would you
He
kill
was
him?
reportedly well known in surrounding counties as a thief and home invader, and astonishingly, just 5 days prior to the murder, he was released from jail after serving time for a previous offense. During his arraignment, his defense attorney maintained his innocence, claiming that Jones was running from an attacker that
The fuck you mean this nigga is running from an attacker? This nigga need to be serving the death penalty. Fuck you mean kill this nigga?
night, and ultimately sought refuge in the Neal home.
Kill that man. I don't give a
I
fuck.
think the
Kill that
911
man.
audio speaks for itself.
I'd kill
However,
that
it'll
nigga
ultimately
myself,
be up
you
to
know
a
what I'm
jury
saying?
in his eventual trial.
As soon as you come in here with them damn guns, nigga, I'm
Since the
killing you.
incident, Haley
Sorry,
Coe
YouTube
has
is saying
given
all
birth
that,
to the
but
couple's second child and is now
Got
raising
to, you
them
know,
alone.
I got stuff.
With this, their oldest daughter will be forever scarred by the loss of her dad that night,
Rest in peace,
and
Christopher.
their
You know what I'm
youngest
saying?
will never know him. Christopher Neal died
shit
protecting his family from a lifelong criminal. And no matter if Jones is sentenced to life in prison with justice served, the Neal family will forever have to live on without a husband and without a father.
Man, didn't do nothing. You walked in his crib and you killed him for what reason? Cause you said you was threatened. By who?
Coverage of a missing persons investigation is
not a whole lot to go on, and that is why we need.
Saturday evening, 1989. Central and North America are recovering from a recent Category 5 hurricane. United States President-elect George H.W. Bush is preparing to swear in as the 41st president with just under a week to go. And on Channel 5 up in Chicago, Illinois, an NBC-affiliated news station by the name of WMAQ is wrapping up its nightly programming. In relation to the other two, a news station broadcast keeping up the status quo doesn't seem all that notable or interesting. And to be honest with you, it isn't. Rather, it's what transpired afterwards that's piqued my interest. It's extremely subtle, but after being discovered relatively recently, the footage you're about to watch has opened the door to a mystery that's perplexed a small but growing corner of the internet. Have a look.
This is WMAQ-TV, Channel 5, NBC Television in Chicago. We now leave the air and wish you a pleasant good morning.
The fuck is that? There ain't no picture of nobody.
It's a rarity that something as simple as a missing notice can fill me with such uneasiness. And I think it's because this TV spot is so obscure. This image is incredibly low quality, and there's effectively nothing to complement it. No height, weight, or age. No information about where they were last seen. No family contacts. No investigative progress reports. No voiceover to fill you in. Absolutely nothing. This just exists as a late-night post-broadcast info screen shown at a time when most viewers likely directed their attention elsewhere. All we're left with is the name Joanna Lopez, a poorly lit photo of her face, and a now defunct phone number that's been found to lead to the youth division of the Chicago Police Department. Something about the way this was presented just seems off, and considering the current online discourse about it, I'm not alone in feeling this way.
The picture's just weird. 1991.
You're watching NBC5, Chicago.
That is very difficult.
2 years later, in 1991, WMAQ would once again wrap up their nightly broadcast. In a strikingly similar and almost random fashion, Joanna's missing notice would be played once more.
What the fuck is this shit? Like, yeah, like I don't know what the fuck that was. It wasn't even a
Considering
human.
the blink and you'll miss it nature of the notice this time, it too fell on deaf ears. There was, again, no supporting info about her, no updates that might have cropped up in the prior 2 years, still no age, height, weight, nothing. Just this obscure photo with the word missing plastered on top of it.
I'm sorry.
Given how long it was since the last update, combined with the implied lack of any progress in the search, it was beginning to seem that the chances of finding Joanna were dwindling as the days went by. And to date, not a single other update had ever come of this. Joanna Lopez has presumably never been found.
Nobody know where the fuck that bitch went to. Shit. I wouldn't be able to find that motherfucker either. Until this year.
In late 2020 and into 2021, Joanna's mysterious missing notice would finally be shared to Reddit.
Damn.
2 posts are known to have spearheaded the conversation, one by a Luke Inspire and another by a Chris Polygon. While Luke Inspires came first, I wanted to focus on Chris's as this one prompted the most discussion. Simply titled, The Very Obscure Disappearance of Joanna Lopez. Their post in Unresolved Mysteries outlines most of what we've already touched on so far. They go forth to claim that they have looked through various missing persons resources, however have found absolutely no information about her. Considering this is a subreddit devoted to discussing the unsolved, others quickly chimed in with theories on what they think might have happened. I think she was a runaway and was found pretty quick. Maybe she ran away again in 1991 and they used the same picture. 1989 and 1991 are not that far apart, and if she was in foster care, I doubt they had up-to-date pictures of her. Such a strange case.
That is strange.
Wow, this one is strange. I found the number listed here as the youth division of the Chicago Police Department. So on the face of it, the number is in fact legit. I don't have the guts to call it, but it's there.
Why not?
Sounds like she escaped some kind of juvenile detention or probation. If it weren't for the reappearance of the photo 2 years later, I'd be inclined to believe that's exactly what happened. But then she was found and returned with her case never having a chance to escalate to federal involvement. The fact that it aired again in 1991, however, makes me think she was never found, and in the pre-internet days, her case simply slipped through the cracks. I hope I'm wrong. Throughout all of these though, one comment stood out among the others. Posted by a proud evening star. They claim the following. Came across this post late last night and it creeped me out so much that I couldn't sleep for a while. It really is so sad to think that a person can slip through the cracks like that and seemingly vanish altogether. I've been scouring the Doe network for unidentified Jane Does in and around the Chicago area all morning, and the only possible case I could find is from 1994, here. I really hope we can find closure on this. My heart breaks for her.
Damn.
Interesting.
Click the link.
Heading to that link presents us with a Jane Doe, 276 UFIL. She was found deceased in an alleyway, naked from the waist down.
Damn.
It goes without saying that our working evidence is tenuous. However, lining up this photo with that of Joanna Lopez, while considering the time and location in which she was found, postulating that this woman is Joanna isn't out of the realm of possibility. I've done some digging on various missing persons from around the time period and have also come up short with results. There are quite a few from around Illinois. However, their dates of discovery don't quite line up with the two missing broadcasts.
Some ugly ass
It
drawings.
seems to me that Proud Evening Star has found the most plausible visual match out of nearly all the 1990s Jane Does from the area. But even this leaves us with much to be desired.
Some ugly ass drawings. Oh God.
At the end of the day, the case of Joanna Lopez is one that is undoubtedly haunting. Barring how obscure the photo itself is, the lack of information, the visuals that accompanied the broadcast, and the fact that there is virtually no discussion or record about her ever existing aside from this brief video archive online, this case is enveloped in absolute mystery. I implore you to join the discussion in finding this girl, and if you know or remember anything about her, myself and countless others are all ears about it. In the worst case scenario, we won't get anywhere and this mystery will remain. But the best case, reaching any sort of closure. That is what I'm aiming for. The internet harbors a vast abyss of content that is perplexing, intriguing, and immensely haunting. A community thriving off sharing derelict areas around the world. An internet urban legend that engulfed the name of someone who is...
Some crazy ass shit out here, man. But if y'all like this video, make sure y'all sub up, you know what I'm saying, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying. I want to see this video get to, like, you know what I'm saying, at least 500 likes, you know what I'm saying. If it gets to 500 likes, you know what I'm saying, we will be continuing, you know what I'm saying, doing these reactions, you know what I'm saying. Shit getting crazy out here, man. Shit getting crazy out here, man. Let's run it up on gang. So, boy, YSDAGAMER, we is out on gang.